back to my channel, Food with Chanel, as you know. Today's been all mad, I'm not even gonna lie to you. The recipe that I'm making today is kind of a little bit of a freestyle. Obviously from the thumbnail and the name, you know what I'm making, curry chicken and rice, yes, one of my favorites. But, and this is a very big but, I was supposed to go to the shop and then it started raining and then I got caught up. So some of the things I would have normally used in the recipe, but I'm still going to add it into the ingredients below and you can do it the right way. But watch me cook and vibes, just, you know, cooking a little dinner, a little something something. I'm starting a little later than usual as well, so it's a little bit dark. As you can see, I'm using my light today, but let's get straight into it. Curry chicken and rice, you know the vibes. Let's go. Okay, so as I said, guys, we're making curry chicken. Here is everything I'm gonna use. I'm using a bit of everything in the seasoning cupboard, to be honest. So, you know, don't come for me. Like normally I'd be using Beta Pac Curry Powder. Can you hear that? That is the weather, by the way. Normally I'd use Beta Pac Curry Powder or Beta Pac, whatever it's called, but I've ran out, so I'm using this one today. And just a few other little bits. Got some veggies here, some cleaned chicken. I was also going to show you guys how I clean chicken, but I was running out of time. This video is about to be a whole mess, but don't worry, we're going to make some good food. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to start by seasoning our chicken, which has been cleaned and chopped up into pieces. Some chicken thighs. This is 8 chicken thighs, and then I just chop them up into like little pieces. First of all, I'm going to use this. This is one of my favourite seasonings of all time. It's a blend of ginger, garlic and pimento by Dunn's River. It's really nice. We're going to put some of this. I'll put the exact measurements in the description below, as always. Then you want to add some black pepper. Then you want to add some dried thyme. Then you want to add some garlic salt. Then you would like to add some of your curry powder. Now, a lot of these curry powders, you can literally just add this, but obviously, as you guys know, I'm a bit extra, so I add a little bit of my own flair to it as a bit extra. So I'm going to add this, a good helping of it. Probably works out as about 2 tablespoons. And then we're also going to add some green seasoning. Now, a lot of you guys ask me, what is green seasoning? It's like a blend of herbs, so onions, thyme, Scotch bonnet, garlic. There's a lot in there, but it's a blend of that all together. So we're going to add some of that in there. Nice amount. I'm going to also add some Maggi Liquid Seasoning, one of my faves. And then we're going to add some all-purpose seasoning. Okay. I hate when this happens. Sometimes the seasoning, especially Tesco, please help me out. The seasoning just seizes up and you've got to like bang it to get more out. But anyway, I'll put the exact measurements in the description below, and then yeah. Then you want to add in some fresh thyme. And in this bowl, I have some onions, carrots, 2 spring onions chopped in there somewhere, and 2 cloves of garlic. So I'm just going to add all of that in there, like so. And then we're going to give it a good mix in. So just get all of those seasonings worked in. Normally you would leave this to marinate, but There is no harm in cooking it straight away. Obviously, people may be coming for me now like, no, you're supposed to leave it to marinate. Obviously, I've cooked it this way so many times and it tastes just as good, but it will taste better if you cook it after you've marinated it, okay? So just get that all seasoned in and mixed in nice and well. Obviously, you don't have to use a glove. I always use a glove because I'm using a lot of spices, so, and I get a lot of cuts on my hands as well, people. It happens a lot. So yeah, just get that all mixed in, and once it's mixed in nice and well, rest it to the side so we can start cooking. I've put a pan on the heat. Normally I would use a Dutch pot, but because I'm not making that much, I'm going to use this smaller pan here. And I'm going to put some oil into this and get it heated up. Once that oil is heated, I'm going to actually add some curry powder into this, just so that it can give it a little bit more colour. Again, if you marinate your chicken overnight, you won't necessarily need to do this, but this is a method that I use sometimes just to give it that extra colour, okay? Okay, so now that the oil is hot, we're going to add about half a tablespoon of curry powder to the oil. And the reason why you're adding it now is because you want to almost cook out the curry powder. I know that sounds a bit strange, but it basically means that it won't run your belly, as we like to say. Because if you don't cook the curry powder out, it can give you an upset stomach, and that won't be good. You just wait until it starts to get all infused in there. Keep it working like that. Then after about 30 seconds, you want to start to add your chicken in, like so. Don't add in the veggies, or at least don't try to add in the veggies. It will be a bit hard to not add them in. Just try and scrape them to the side. So you just want to brown the chicken off first, and then you will add the vegetables in after that. Okay, so you get your chicken in there, and then you just want to turn it as it starts to fry in the oil. Turn it over like so. If a few onions get in there, don't worry about it, just make sure that they don't burn. If they start to burn, then remove them from the pan. And just keep adding in your chicken, make a bit of room for it. And as these pieces get brown, you can take them out and then do your other pieces, okay? So as I'm browning some of this chicken off, I'm just removing the chicken that's been browned on both sides to make room for the other pieces. Like that piece can be removed, that piece, and that piece. And you just want to keep browning these off like this. Now all our chicken is browned, so we're going to add the other chicken as well. We're going to also add the vegetables now. And then we're also going to add in a chicken stock cube and about half a cup of boiling water. So give it a little shake. Get all those juices going in there. I'll bring you guys close so you can see. So some of those juices flowing. So then you want to add 1 chicken stock cube and then fill the same bowl that had the seasonings in with the water, because then it will take off all the excess. So if you just pour the water in like so, about half a cup for now, and then you just want to mix and try and get all those seasonings off of the edge of the bowl. And then you want to just pour in the water, but try not to pour it over the chicken, just pour it around it like so. Move the stock cube so it can sit in the water. Give your chicken a little zhuzhing, just push it around a little bit so that it can get all into the water like that, so then it can cook down and stew. And we're going to put this onto a bigger fire as well. It needs to be on like a medium-sized heat, okay? Now, for those wondering, are you not putting a Scotch bonnet pepper in there? Here it is. Don't worry, putting it in whole is not going to make it spicy. You've got to worry about if it pops. And the expression that I mean is that if you leave it in for too long, it will burst, and then that's where all the heat comes out. Whereas if you leave it in whole, you're still getting that flavour. And I'm not trying to make this one too spicy, so I'm just going to put that in the middle like that. And then we're going to put the lid on and leave it to go. Also, top tip, so that you don't waste your Scotch bonnet, I put mine in the freezer after I bought them because they last longer and you won't have to rush to use them. They will just always be there for you to use. So yeah, just turn it down onto a medium heat. Let it start to simmer on. Put the lid on when I find the lid. And then let this go for probably about 15 minutes and then check it and we'll give it a stir. Okay, so lid on, and we'll check back on this in about 15 minutes. Okay, now how to make rice 101. Now, some people use the cup method, some people use, you know, many methods. This is the method I'm using today. Now, I pour my rice into my pot. And that is about, this is how you know that I cook rice quite a bit. That's about 1.25 cups of rice, okay? But to make it even easier, what I do, and my dad taught me this trick, big up Daddy Wallace for this one. So get the rice all flat and whatnot, and then when you put your finger in, you should fill the water up to the next line, okay? Now obviously we're going to wash this and then I'm going to show you properly how it should be done in terms of water, but you're going to see in a minute. This is basmati rice, the only rice that I like to use, especially when having curry. So I'm going to wash this now, and you're going to see why you should also wash your rice as well, because rice has a lot of starch build up in there, and yeah, just watch how satisfying this is going to look once it's clean. Oh my god, the kitchen smells so good, I can't even lie. I'm actually excited for dinner today. Okay, so the rice. Now, this is the first set of water that I've put in there, and then obviously as I begin to work my way into the rice, you'll see it starts to turn cloudy. Now, what I've been taught is that you need to wash the rice until the water is pretty much clear. So what we'll do is we'll kind of move this around a little bit, just give it a nice rinse, put some more water in there, drain it out, put some more water in there, drain it out. It should take you about 3 times before the water looks pretty clear, and then you can add some salt and butter and some spring onion if you wish. I've run out, so I won't be putting any in this one. And then you put it on the heat. Also, if you don't want to be like me and just pour the rice in, normally it's about 1 cup of rice to about 1 cup of water, but again, I don't use that method. I use this method that we're talking about. So if I did put 1 cup of water in here, I would have still put my finger in there. Like, okay, look guys, that line that is there on my finger is now filled up. So that would be the amount of water that I put in this. But obviously we're going to wash the rice. So yeah, I'm going to do this once more and then one more time. And then you guys will see how clean the rice looks. Okay, so this is the rice on its third wash. And it's looking a lot better than the first time. But I'm actually still going to rinse this one more time. And then it should be good to go. Oh my God, the water is cold. Okay, so as you guys can see, the water is pretty clear now. Like you can see the rice beneath the water. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, it normally depends. I don't actually like choose which finger to use. You can use that one. Look, as you can see, it's filled up to that line. You can use that one. As you can see, it's filled up to that line. So that's the way I was taught. My dad taught me to cook rice and he's never failed me yet. So then what I'll do to this is add some salt. I normally, again, do that by eye measurement, but I will put the exact description of the exact measurements in the description below. There you go. Got there in the end. And then what you want to also do is add a knob of butter to this. I'm so sorry guys, today's video seems so fast and quick, but you know what it is? Today didn't go to plan, so that's why we're moving a bit fast, but hopefully you're keeping up with me. Are you keeping up with me, guys? Okay, cool. Excuse me. You want to add a knob of butter in there like that. Just that much, not that much. It kind of just adds a little flavour. Some people don't like to add butter to it because I mean it's extra calories, but in Chanel's kitchen we don't care about that as long as you are happy and your food tastes good. So do it. Okay, so now you want to get this on the fire. Okay, so with the rice, what you want to do, so you get it on the fire. I start with the fire on the highest heat until the water is basically bubbling up. Then I turn it down to medium, wait until all the water has gone. Then when the water has gone, foil, lid, steam on the lowest heat, okay? But I'm going to show you guys step by step as the rice cooks. Now we want to see how our curry chicken is getting along. As you can see, look at the Scotch bonnet. So it's not popped. If it was popped, you would see that the stem would be gone and yeah, it would look different to this. But this is good. It means all the flavour is just going right into this chicken, which is stewing down nicely. Also, what you can do, of course, I would have done this if I'd gone to the shop, is add some chopped potatoes. That would build up the sauce, the gravy, whatever you want to call it. Today, what I'm going to do is actually build up this gravy with some corn flour. People don't come for me. It happened on TikTok. People see me use corn flour to build up my gravies. And you know what? Some people like a lot of gravy. And to get a lot of gravy, you're going to need some more water, some more seasoning, and something to thicken it up, which in this case will be corn flour. Okay, now the rice is on, well, it's still been on a high heat, but it's starting to boil now. So what I like to do is turn it down to a medium heat, just to stop it kind of going crazy. And don't mix it, just leave it, just let it do its thing, and put the lid back on. Okay, but make sure to like keep an eye on it, don't walk away, because what can sometimes happen is that it bubbles over and then it's one big mess. So just keep an eye on it. See, our curry chicken is here doing its thing. It smells divine, and we'll come back to that later as well. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes, so we're going to check on our rice, which, as you can see, it's like dried out. I'll show you guys a little bit. I wouldn't normally do this because one top tip, never trouble your rice, just kind of leave it. And it's still moist, as in there's still water in there, but it's not fully cooked. So what we then do, we get our foil, cover it, get the lid, put it on top, and then fold the foil around it. Be careful, because obviously the pot will be hot. You don't want to burn yourself. But what this does is through the last like 10 to 15 minutes of cooking. It shouldn't be 15 minutes, it should be about 10. It will just steam it nicely. It won't burn on the bottom and it will come out nice and fluffy, and that's what you want, okay? So get it on that nice low heat now. That it's got to be very low, and then just leave it to do its thing. As for our curry chicken, there we go. It's nearly done. Curry chicken doesn't take that long. But at this point, what you want to do, you want to remove this now. It's giving you enough flavour of what you need. And as you can see, because I've not added the potatoes, because I don't have any, it's very watery. Now, there's still a lot of flavour in this, but I just want it to be thicker so that it can be just a nice thick gravy on top of the rice. So what we are going to do is add some corn flour and water. So in this little pot here, I've got 1 heaped tablespoon of corn flour, and then I'm going to add some water to it, probably about a tablespoon or 2. Basically, it needs to be quite watery. So let's say 4 tablespoons of water. And you just want to give it a mix. It kind of looks like milk, like really skimmed milk, but that's fine, don't worry about it. This is how it's supposed to look, okay? And for all those people that don't add, you know, corn flour to their curry chicken, their stew chicken, it's fine, you don't have to, but just wait until you see when I add this. You're going to understand why I add it to thicken it up, okay? Got it all mixed in. Again, it should look like milk, and then you just want to slide over here and pour your mix into the curry, and then as it begins to work its way in, it's going to get thicker. Okay, so I turn up the heat slightly, and then you guys can see how it's going to get thick. As you can see, it's kind of starting to have a little bit of a base already. Like, it's not looking as like stock like, it looks more like a gravy now. Okay, and then once you've just given it a little bit of a mix, put the lid back on and just leave it to stew down on a low heat for another 5 to 10 minutes. And now our rice is done. You can turn it off. And what I like to do is an extra little fluff tip, as I like to call. Put the lid back on once you've just given it a little stir, and look, that's how you want it. You want the rice to be shelly, like, you don't want it to be mushy. Bless me, woo! Don't worry, I did not sneeze into the pot. Yeah, you just want the rice to be shelly, like this. This is how you want it. Nice and shelly, and not like galoopy, like together. Look at how that just drops apart without me even needing to do anything. And your rice is done. Top tip, put the lid back on, heat off, leave it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just basically until your chicken is done, and then serve the rice. If you let it sit for a bit, it does amazing things. And now everything is done. Our curry chicken is done. I added back in the Scotch bonnet just for a little bit of flavour just at the back, but that's okay. It's not going to do anything to it. It's not going to pop or anything. It's just like simmering down in there. But if I give you guys a little close-up, just look at that. Bubbling away nicely. All those flavours. Yeah. Okay guys, who is ready? Grab your plate and let's serve it up, starting with our nice fluffy rice. How much, guys, do you want? You want a couple more spoonfuls of rice? Is that enough? I think that's enough. Gotta watch our figure. Hot girl summer is approaching, guys. It's approaching. Can't be too heavy on the carbs there. No, I'm joking, I'm joking. You guys can have as much as you want. Now for the main attraction. And now for the curry chicken. Let's get you guys some nice pieces. Oh, look at that. How much do you guys want? I'm thinking this is gonna be a good plate. Let me make sure I get some of that gravy on it as well. Do you want some gravy on the rice? I'm very much so a rice and gravy type of girl. So let's just get that on there as well. And then there you go. Curry chicken, white rice, all cooked in about an hour, by the way. This was a quick thing. This wasn't my legit curry chicken. My legit one, you will see the extras that are in there, but I'm about to taste this for the first time. I've not tasted it during cooking, and normally I will taste it throughout cooking. So don't be like me, taste. But we're gonna taste now, guys. Let's go. So here we have it, guys. Curry chicken, rice. I'm looking forward to digging into this. So guys, look at this. Oh my gosh, I'm over here because there's more room. Do you know what I mean? Like I need to get busy with it. You guys already know. Look, the steam. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna give you guys the first bite because you deserve it. Let me keep it up here. So get you guys some rice, piece chicken. Take the first bite. Yum, yum. No, I can't lie, and it's hot. It's hot, so you guys can look at it and stare at it for as long as you want. Get into this. No. To say this hasn't got everything that I would have put in there, it tastes fire. The rice as well, 10 out of 10. Let me show you guys the chicken because it is mad tender. Like the chicken is just so seasoned, and with the rice, hold on, let me scoop a nice bit of that. With the rice, it's just, and then what you want to do, you just want to dip it into that gravy there, get a nice bite. I'm standing up. I was sitting down for this. Look at this. You guys know I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Look at this. No. This is actually my dinner, so let me just, But guys, thank you for watching this crazy video because I know it was all up, down, all around, everywhere. I'm not really sure how this is going to turn out. But I mean, enjoy. Make this at home. I might actually put the exact recipe of what I did today because I would have added chopped ginger. I would have used the Beta Pac Curry Powder. And then everything else was the same. So it's only a few things I've taken out, but no sir, this is good. You lot may think I just big up my food because my food, it's banging. I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. So if you want to make your own curry chicken at home, follow this recipe. And of course, remember, like, share and subscribe. Sorry, the food is in the mouth. I can't even stop. No, man. And the let me just say the gravy. The gravy, okay? No watery business out here, okay? Nice flavors, and with the rice. Anyway, back to my outro. If you liked this video, please like, share and subscribe. You know, get cooking in your kitchen. Remember to tag me on Instagram at Food with Chanell and follow me on TikTok at Chanell A. Wallace. You can tell the food's making me happy. Thank you guys for all your support thus far. I'm about to go and enjoy my dinner. See you in the next video. Guys, I've come back. No, make this. I went to sit down, I took another bite and I said, no. You need, no. I doubted myself, you know, because the vibes was different today. I was all rushed off my feet. It started to rain outside. I couldn't get out to get my potatoes. Like, potatoes in this, yo, I'm just saying in it that you would be having a good time. But this is still, also, I just want to appreciate that for my outfit and my hair and everything looks quite cute. But make this. I want to give it to you through the camera. Like, that's how nice it tastes. I'm about to post this on Instagram right now, and if you lot see it, yeah, or if you've seen it on Instagram and it brought you here, I want you to drop a fire emoji in the comments. Let's do it. I want to know who came here fire. Let me know. Try this at home. I'm so extra. I don't know why I came back, but I had to come back. I'm now going to do a whole another outro because, you know, why not? If you enjoyed this video, remember to like, share and subscribe. Drop that fire comment in the emoji if you saw this on Instagram or if you saw it on TikTok. But you probably wouldn't have because I didn't do a TikTok for this one. I mean, busy girl. Also, wow, how did I forget this? Wow, I totally forgot. Thank you so much for purchasing my Amazon book. If you did, my ebook, I'm going to leave the link to the description in. I can't talk today. I think it's because I'm so excited, you know. Thank you if you have purchased my ebook. My first ebook is called My Viral Recipes by Chanell Wallace, me. And yeah, it's available on Amazon. It's an ebook. It's got all my recipes in there that have gone viral. It's lit. If you want to be making some fire food at home, you know, purchase it. You might want it for a little birthday celebration meal. You might want it for a little family dinner, you know, a few things. I mean, just purchase it and then you'll see. You'll get to know. You'll get to have a meal like what I've done today. But thank you, for real. If you've purchased it, if you haven't, like, I get it as well. I mean, it's £10, whatever it works out in dollars. But anyway, thank you for supporting either way. If you like, if you share, if you comment, if you repost, whatever you do to support Chanell, just know I got you, you got me. I'm so thankful. I'm so happy with how my journey is going. I mean, you lot are the gang, your gang. Let me just say, you lot are gang. I love you all so much. This is the longest outro known to man, but I just needed to come back and bring, you know, the food just gave me a buzz. Like, it just made me be like, no, I need to come back and let you lot know. So yeah, again, drop a comment below, share some love, and I'll give you lot another video next week. Peace.